Hello and welcome back to HWR Reforged. So, someone actually said to me that what I should probably do is go to Lindisfarne and pay the monks to increase my virtue. So, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that because, you know, it's been very rare that, you know, people in the comments have steered me wrong. So I'm willing to listen. I'm always willing to listen to various you know, various little pieces of feedback, input, you know, so on and so forth. So thank you very much, and let's hope that this actually works out really nicely for us. However, the problem is this is going to cost us a pretty significant amount. So I'm a bit worried about it, all things considered. But maybe it's going to be good, right? Maybe it's going to be good because basically. As far as I'm aware, this is actually going to do something amazing for us. So there we go. I have 97. I'm going to just go to 100. There we go. And now we are done. So that's the thing. I now have how much? Ooh, 727. Okay. Well, I'm going to sell this, sell that. And then I can basically just, well, not do much. I can't really do much from that, unfortunately. But, you know, that is just how it goes. Now, here's the thing. We need to go and speak to Alyssa, if I'm correct, right? We need to go and speak to Alyssa to do the duel. Wait a minute. Isn't there something else that we need to do first? Do we need to speak to the Earl or something like that? Did you reach an understanding with the Countess? She's a peculiar character, running errands for a girl, really, Sir Mitt. That's slightly pathetic. But we wanted to help us, right? There's no way around it, then. Chase a bag, kid, and never chase a dame. Oh, is he is he a 1940s gangster or something? That's hilarious. And what the hell have you two done lately? You were supposed to get the castle full of soldiers, but as of now, it is still full of only those thick-ass maids. Not that I'm complaining, but... Relax, Sir Mitt. You obviously have no idea how an army is gathered. These things take time. We're actively negotiating, but are yet to achieve a significant result, but we've already come up with a plan. Is it just me, or do you sound a little envious? Okay, that's hilarious. So, yeah, basically, there isn't anything I can do now. I have 100 virtue, and I have 100 prestige, so whenever the time comes, I should theoretically... be able to get the well, someone told me it was like a loan or something like that. I don't know. I don't remember specifically. But yeah. Anyway, let's do it. Let's go. Let's go and speak to Alyssa. Well, are you ready? I chose a weapon. Okay. Maces, of course. I am going to be using maces. I choose maces. Alright, the first stage of the duel will be held with the weapons of your choosing. Maybe try not to, you know, let it lead to the second one. I'll send a letter to the sheriff. Pretty sure he won't make us wait long. Okay, so in other words, we're now ready. I don't have poison on my weapon. I think I have adhered to all of the rules, or at least I hope I've adhered to all the rules. And let's do it. There must be a sword in your inventory for the second stage of the... Ha. Ha. Yes. I think that might be a little bit problematic. Oh dear. Oh, you better give me you better give me a sword. Poleaxe. Oh dear. Can I make one? Craft knives, craft armor. I have a bad feeling about this, friends. I have a bad feeling about this, that I'm not going to be able to do it accurately because I literally just sold a sword right now. I literally just sold a sword. So, we are in a rather troublesome situation. There's a battle axe. That's not what we need. We do not need a battle axe, please. Can you give me a sword? Maybe I should just do it with the hunting sword. I should just do it with the hunting sword, shouldn't I? Okay, this is the last time I'm gonna... oh, there's an Ammon-tail. Oh, I'm gonna buy that. Okay. I'm going to literally re-roll twice more, and if I can't find a sword, we're gonna go with the hunting sword. Okay. Nope. Nope, no, there isn't anything there. And that's it. Wow. Okay, there you go. That's it. We're just gonna go with what I thought, which is literally just going with the hunting sword, which is literally probably one of the worst. This is quite clearly it is one of the worst weapons in the entire game, if not the worst weapon as a sword, that is, that you can indeed use. So this is going to be very, very interesting for us. I'm going to be using this helmet most likely. Let's just see. If you take a look at the changes, obviously coordination is going to get a big issue here. But you could see exactly the reason why this is good. I mean, you know, you can clearly see, you know, you get neck cover, you get some head cover, you get, you know, I don't know. Is it actually good? Is it actually good? I guess. Sure. I actually have no idea. I actually don't know whether that's good or not. Anyway, we're just going to go for it. I should not have sold that other sword. That was a big mistake on my part. Okay, I'm ready. Try to come back in one piece, please. Please. Oh, she likes us. She likes us a little bit because she said please twice. Look at that. So many people gather to watch the upcoming fight that it seems as if not only the whole of Greenwich and Dartford is here, but also a good half of London and its suburbs. You have no idea who told all these people about the duel. At one point, it even seems to you that out of the corner of your eye, you can see the prince and the earl sitting on the side wooden tribune, surrounded by commoners, of course. People servants for sure. The sheriff, whom you see for the first time a couple of minutes before the fight, turns out to be a hefty man with a shaggy red beard and a totally thuggish mug. You immediately catch yourself thinking that the conclusion about his involvement in the affairs of the bandits could easily be made just by looking at him. After extensive introductions and the recitation of the regalia of both duelists, Joffrey, acting as the master of ceremonies for the entire event, declares the start of the first duel. Alright, so here we go. So obviously, I'm basically just going to use my Warhammer, and I took someone's advice in the comments, and I actually replaced my hunting sword in my sheath, and I'm now using the Warhammer in that. And this is obviously the first round, right? This is the first round, so I should technically have a really easy time here, because I will just murder him almost instantaneously, or at least that is the hope, okay? That is the hope. So let's actually see what happens. Sheriff of Greenwich, he's got, actually, we might even be able to do some pretty decent damage to his limbs here. Let's try the limbs. He's going to block with shield. Okay, that's kind of annoying. He's missing with the shield bash. How many rounds do we get? He's going to miss with the shield bash again. That's perfect. Okay, let's go for the attack once more. We're going to go for limbs again. Nice hit, nice hit. Okay, that's what we like to see. And okay, now things are getting dicey. Now they're getting super dicey. Oh yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Okay, I'm literally just going to continue going for limbs. His shield's broken at least, so that means he can't do shield bashes anymore, which is obviously perfect. However, I still don't know how many rounds they're going to allow me to do. So I'm going to just recover a little bit here, and then we will hopefully be able to hit him for a massive, massive amount. So I'm going to go for an overhead here. I guess I'll just go for the limbs still. I kind of want to... I really, really badly want to just like massively murder this guy so badly. Not for any reason, but just that we really do not want to go into the next round. That's the main concern here. Because otherwise I'm going to have to use my hunting sword, which is... I think you can already tell. It's not the best idea. It's not the best idea for me to do that. So let's just hope that he actually attacks me here. Nice, good. And now we can actually just go for him. I think I can probably finish him off right here. Look at this. Okay, look at that. We've got 30% chance to hit the, well, to hit through his armor and everything. I don't actually think that's a good idea. I think I'm just going to continue hitting his limbs. As you can see, that was actually much, much better in my opinion. And he's just going to fail to recover now. And then we can just finish him off with a nice little batter against the limbs. And he's done. There you go. Wonderful. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. I am super, super pleased with this. The sheriff falls to the ground from your blow and does not get up. It was a lot easier than I anticipated. His weapons and armor become your rightful reward. Okay, so he's given me a warhammer, which I actually already have, which is quite funny, and a bassinet with visor. Alright. Okay. Maybe that's actually pretty good, I don't know. Anyway, looking around, you expect to see the glee of spectators in the stands, but the emotions of the audience are rather mixed, and many of them are clearly unhappy with this turn of events. Only Alyssa and her servants rejoice, and the Earl with the Prince clap their hands, nodding approvingly. Stepping over the body, which the servants have not yet managed to pull aside, Alyssa goes straight to you. That was an amazing strike. It seems that Greenwich will need a new sheriff. The old one's looking like he's got some serious health issues. You think so? Oh, I am more than sure. Frankly speaking, you had me a bit worried at the beginning, but luckily everything turned out well. To say that I'm very impressed would be putting it mildly, and truthfully, it's not your skill with the sword that impressed me the most, but rather something else. It might be the skill with the warhammer that impressed you. Yes. What might that be? Your courage and determination. No matter what I ask of you, you risk your life again and again without hesitation. The absence of hesitation, of course, can also be attributed to the side effects of regularly wearing a heavy helmet and enduring blows to the head, but I don't think that is your case, at least not entirely. Alyssa gestures you to shut up. No need to explain anything, you'll spoil the moment. As you wish, milady. Well now, the job's done, so we can allow ourselves to have some rest. I happen to know a couple of rather scenic spots near the castle. How about we take a horse ride there and back, with a little picnic in between? 2 weeks ago, I couldn't even imagine being able to leave Greenwich without an escort of a dozen soldiers, but looks like the times are changing. So what do you say? Shall we go out on a little promenade? Sure. Okay, that's gonna consume some of my time, which is gonna be a bit of a problem. All my ideas are wonderful. Get used to it. Relationship improved by 5. And there we go. And I'm going to assume that this would be a rather spicy CG with the mod installed, shall we say? Not the mod. You can tell I've played so many modded games in the past. I just say mod. Yes. No, with the DLC. Anyway, tired from the walk, you stop for a picnic in a picturesque grove. A laid-back atmosphere and a couple of bottles of good wine quickly do their job. Soon you both completely forget about the bandits, Duncan, and the fate of the kingdom. Alyssa laughs loudly at your jokes, and with genuine interest bombards you with questions about your adventure in France. She wants to know everything, the battles you've lived through, the people you've met, and the girls you've made promises to. Enjoying each other's company, you don't notice how time flies, but the sun starts to set and you have to turn back. After taking the Countess back to Greenwich, you say your goodbyes, agreeing to meet the morning after to talk business. Relationship improved by 15. Okay, so my time didn't actually go down at all from that. I was a bit worried about that, to be honest, because, let's face it, you know, I was cutting it a bit close. I feel like I was cutting it pretty close. Anyway, probably going to sell this. I mean, it can be used in crafting, but I feel like I kind of need a little bit of extra cash as it is right now. So I think that we're just going to sell it. I'm going to sell this as well because people have told me that the armor that your guys have in your squad, they automatically upgrade that when they level. So it's actually not even necessary, basically, for you to give them gear, because eventually they get gear that is super, super good just by you leveling them up normally. So, yeah, not really necessary, right? Anyway, there's not much more for me to do here. I can't really, you know, trade or train or do anything like that. So I'm literally just going to go over to Greenwich and go and speak to Alyssa. Well, good morning, sleepyhead. Someone almost slept through all the fun. Good morning, Countess. Did something happen? It did, and it is something good for a change. Last night, a group of bandits tried to loot an estate a few miles north of Dartford, but this time my men were ready. The attack was repelled, but what's more is that we managed to capture one of the bandits alive. Looks like we're in some serious luck. Luck? Are you serious? I actually anticipated their attack on several locations, including that one. Once you've made sure that Dartford is safe, I was able to redeploy its guards and have them set ambushes at strategic points. Thus, it's not thanks to luck, but rather thanks to my genius. Well, a little bit thanks to you as well. Now, let's talk about our new prisoner. He, as it turns out, is not much of a talker. Since you're here, I suggest you do a little bit of persuasion. I have no doubt that you'll make him sing like a nightingale. You want me to torture him? No, I want you to have a friendly chat with him. Of course I want you to torture him. How else are we supposed to extract any information out of him? These filthy yokels with a mixture of mud and ale for blood dare to raise their filthy hands against us? Us, the nobility? This is unheard of and has to be stopped. Last night they showed up at the castle of Baron Warwick, but tomorrow it could easily be my home, or yours, or home of anyone among us. These bastards and everyone who supports them must be reminded of their place. Honestly, I'm surprised this even needs explaining. Do whatever you want with him. Drown him in his own blood if you have to, but make him talk. Alright, sure, I'll do it. He'll tell me everything he knows, even if I have to claw it out of him with red-hot steel. Virtue reduced by 15. I mean, don't worry, okay? Don't worry. I'm gonna go back to the monks in Lindisfarne and I'm just gonna increase my virtue again. That's exactly what I wanted to hear. And we increased our relation by 5 with her. That's my obedient knight. The bandit captured by Alyssa's men happens to be a young man about your age. Of course, he refuses to tell you anything, replying only with silence and a look of disdain. When you offer him a final chance to spill the beans the easy way, he grins and assures you that his comrades will surely seek revenge against you, the Countess, and each of her associates. Cursing you and your children, he laughs provocatively. You laugh as well, while pulling out a knife. 15 minutes later, his mocking confidence is all but gone. You have seen and caused enough wounded and crippled on the battlefield. No, I don't think that's right. Enough wounds and I don't know, caused enough, wounds and damage, or, I don't know, devastating blows or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, enough to understand the human body well, and what should be done to it to keep a man suffering inches from death. Cut after cut, stab after stab, blow after blow. Severed fingers and loose teeth now litter the blood-stained floor, yet the prisoner remains determined to escape. Only when you slowly drive your knife into his eyes does he start finally screaming. By the time his eyeball fell to the floor, his voice had completely broken down, reduced to a bare whisper. Pathetically slurring in his speech, he babbles he's ready to talk, if you'd just relent. Most of what he says is incoherent, but you manage to glean something about a secret location in the forest. His usefulness having run out, you mercifully slit his throat. You immediately dispatch one of the guards to Alyssa to report the news, while you take a moment to wash the blood off your hands. But no matter how much you rub and scrub, the blood doesn't wash off. Virtue reduced by 70. So, new quest added, the good guys always win. Okay, wow, I got an achievement for that as well, hilariously enough. Okay, so anyway, meet with Alyssa and carry out a plan of capturing the bandit's leader. Okay, that's going to be very interesting to do, so I will do that in a second. We're just going to be, increasing my virtue once more. There we go. No, oh, come on, don't leave, you absolute imbecile. Why are you leaving already? Okay, there we go. We are now at 90, and there we have it. Okay. So obviously bear in mind we just have basically no time to train at all anyway, so me having any money to spend on the bathhouse or anything like that doesn't actually matter. So all we need to do now is meet with Alyssa. You find Alyssa focusing on a map. When she sees you, she gets straight to the point without greeting you. Here, this place should be somewhere around here. To be honest, I still can't believe they were about to finally catch that scoundrel. Just a couple of weeks ago, he and his men had the entire area shaking in terror, but now it's us who's got them by the throat. And the best part is, they don't even realize it. Hold your horses, milady. Don't start celebrating too soon. If this Duncan fellow really is at least half as dangerous as you've described him, then this is far from over. He is bloodthirsty and resourceful, but his strategic acumen extends only to setting up crude ambushes. He and his men are no match for you. My people are ready to march and await only your command. Go and put an end to his story. I will pray for you. The good guys always win. Alright, let's do it. Well, the good guys always win. The good guys. Alright, so find Duncan's hideout and bring him to justice. Alright, I am very, very prepared to bring him to justice. Because now, here's the funny thing. I don't know whether you kind of got this from the previous time that we did the rebel route, but I'm actually not a big fan of Duncan. I don't know why. I'm not a big fan of him. I don't mind the other guys, but Duncan kind of annoyed me a little bit. I'm not sure why, but yes. Anyway, I'm ready. I'm ready. All my guys are ready. Let's do this. Let's do it. This is gonna be hard, I think. The intel gleaned from the captive, further clarified by Alyssa, proves remarkably precise. Your squad finds the bandits' hideout within hours of scouring the area. The camp, bustling with activity, is well equipped and adequately hidden, perfect for a long and cozy stay. The bandits who have taken refuge here seem to have settled in comfortably. The breeze carries with it soft strains of melodies, as well as the tantalizing aroma of sizzling meat. There aren't any real guards around either, just a couple of groggy goons making the rounds along the camp's perimeter, whom Alyssa's men swiftly dispatch with crossbow shots. Catching the enemies completely by surprise, you win the battle before it really has a chance to begin. Seeing that those few who try to fight are executed on sight, the majority of the bandits prefer to surrender. Among them, you find Duncan. Alyssa's men who are under your command have suffered a lot from Duncan and his friends in recent months, and they are clearly eager to get some revenge. Torturing him to death is hardly on their minds, as he is too big of a prize to lose just like that. But he definitely won't be in this good of a shape once they're done with him. They will make him pay an arm and a leg, maybe even literally. Okay, She wants him dead or alive, right? She wants him dead or alive. I'm not gonna interfere. There we go. Remembering Alyssa's words about drowning Duncan in his own blood, you see no reason to interfere and leave him alone with several of the Countess's soldiers. Virtue decreased, reputation increased. I mean, to be fair, I don't actually need the reputation with the soldiers, but I'm just going along with what I personally think is a good choice for now to not, annoy our employers. Basically, that's what's going on here. And of course, as one should expect in such cases, things go exactly the way they were least supposed to. After spending some time preparing to transport the captured prisoners and loot back to Greenwich, you return to the hut where Duncan is being held, only to find him tortured to death. Such an inglorious end for a man who has become the most notorious bandit in the entire south of the kingdom. Congratulations on another victory. Call that intuition, luck, or anything else, but I know a hawk from a handsaw. One glance at you is enough for me to tell that you're exactly the man who can and will bring law and order back to Greenwich. Exactly the man I need. Thank you, milady. That bastard Duncan is awaiting his fate in an iron cage. Half of his men, he's dead, actually, so mid. Did he just forget? Does he have short-term memory loss like a certain someone? Anyway, half of his men have been slain, and the rest captured. The bandits are no more. Looks like Greenwich can finally sleep peacefully now. You have no idea how grateful I am to you. The events of the past few months have turned my life into one endless nightmare from which I could never awaken. Now at last I am awake. All the horrors are gone like a bad dream. It's all thanks to you. Thank you. Relationship improved by 30. The code of honor compels me to aid a fair lady, especially one as fair as you are. No more ladies. You can call me Alyssa now. As you say, Alyssa. Well, now, I too remember my promise. In all honesty, I'm not particularly excited about the young prince's ambitious endeavor. My father, in his time at the royal court, was no stranger to intrigues and conspiracies around the throne. According to him, these machinations taught him a simple lesson. As long as your head is still on your shoulders, you can consider yourself a winner. And as long as you're a winner, it's never too late to back out of anything that is looking too risky. Shut up. I know everything. If you were a man who backed out at the first sign of risk, you wouldn't be standing here right now. You can count on my help. Thanks. Didn't I tell you to shut up? Even my limited understanding of military strategy tells me that the prince doesn't have any more time to waste, and neither do you. There's no guarantee that I will ever see you again, so I suggest you don't waste our precious time talking, and instead help me get out of this dress. Ooh, okay, look at that. Alright. Anyway, I got an achievement for that. Achieve perfect relationship with Alyssa. So that's pretty cool. I like that. I like the setting that we have there. Okay, so there we are. There we are. We can now recruit Count Caldwell's men. Okay. You've received a gift from Alyssa as well. A personal battle standard, which gives me vitality and prestige. Very nice indeed. Alright, there you go. Okay, so we're basically done. And now we just need to prepare for the assault on London itself. Whew. Okay, so do I need to speak to the Earl, I guess? Or I guess I need to do something like that? I can rest, of course, a little bit. Might as well just gamble a little bit here, just to reduce my problems, I guess. What else do I need to do? I technically could equip this if I don't really care about the poisoned feast knife, because my virtue, as you can see right here, is so low now. I mean, the chance to actually apply poison is so low that it basically makes no sense for me to keep that around. So I'm actually going to be putting the battle standard on. And what we're going to do is I'm going to go to Lindisfarne, because I think I do need some virtue, don't I? Yeah, I need a little bit of virtue, so we will go and do that. Alright, it's all done. Alyssa will convince her father to support our cause, and with bandits completely dealt with, we can fully count on all the resources the Caldwells have, which is quite a lot. That's good news, and very timely, I must say. We almost started to think that sending you to the Countess was a mistake, but it looks like you did the job. I did, and maybe it's time you finally stopped doubting me. Ha! Stop doubting you? If I had even an ounce of doubt in you, boy, we'd have left you back in France. I'll be damned if you're not one of the best soldiers in the whole damn army. Earl is right. You have proven more than once that you can be counted on. Such things I don't forget. On Monday we march on London, and by evening I will be either king or dead. If all ends well, then the reward won't disappoint you. Thank you, sire. And if not, then this is my fate. Get yourself ready, Sir Mid. We've got some tough times ahead of us. Alright, so I actually had a look, and apparently the Earl is supposed to... I think it is the Earl, right? Yes. The Earl is actually supposed to give me the money. So let's actually just see here. I have nothing to talk about at the moment. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't know how to get the... I don't know how to get the 10,000. Because apparently there was a way for me to get 10,000 gold from the Earl. And apparently I don't know how to do that. So, my bad, I guess. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure how that's supposed to work. But now all we need to do is just go for it, I guess. I mean, I can go and see Alyssa. Hello, happy to see you again. I need men for my squad. My men are at your service. Okay, so wait a minute. I can literally get level 6s? Why was I running around with anyone else? Are you serious? I can literally hire these guys for free as well. This is absolutely insane. Wait, I'm gonna go to my squad. I'm gonna fire some people. Wait, no, these are level 6s. Never mind. Okay, no, never mind. I don't need to really get anyone. I mean, technically, if I wanted to get really powerful, real powerful squad members, I could fire these two. I guess I will do that. Should I? Is that actually worth? I actually don't know whether that's worth. I'm gonna fire one person. And we're gonna... Oh no, are you serious? Okay, wait, I need to speak to her again. Okay, here we go. Let's see here. Oh, wait. No, we got some level 6s. Okay, no, we got a level 6 right here. He's got coordination though. I want weapon skill. Oh, Raging Guy. That is hilarious. Okay. Okay, that's a bit problematic. Impoverished Knight. Man-at-Arms with coordination. That's pretty terrible. I'm gonna go for Raging Guy. There we go, because he's hilarious. I think that's a super funny name. So why not? That's what we're gonna do. Okay, so basically what I could do now is I could just level up my coordination. I guess that's what I'm gonna do a little bit. And then we'll just visit the bathhouse and then we are basically done. There's nothing much more I can do here. I have no more... I basically have very little cash. I have no more time. There's not much for me to do. Guess I'll just go for a little bit more agility. And then gamble once, and then that's it. There you go. Alright, so that is it. Let's do this. During the next 2 days, warbands of various quality and size, under all kinds of banners, gradually begin flocking to Dartford from every corner of this part of the realm. Once the castle and the surrounding grounds run out of space to accommodate the newcomers, this newly formed army moves to Greenwich, which replaces Dartford as the main rally point. Alyssa, of course, too, fulfilled her part of the deal, joining forces with the army and providing resources to sustain its presence. Your first opportunity is to acquaint yourself with the plan of the upcoming campaign that comes on Saturday during the War Council, held by the Prince and the Earl for all of the counts and barons who have decided to support your cause. According to the Earl's spies, Canterbury, aware of the Loyalist forces build-up, has secured a large sum of money from Parliament and is now ceaselessly conscripting men and hiring mercenaries to form his own formidable and ever-expanding army. On top of that, he is also said to daily receive endless caravans with supplies, so numerous that all of the roads to the north of the capital are crowded with wagons. This scale of military preparation was an obvious sign that Canterbury was awfully serious and ready, if necessary, for a prolonged struggle, making him impossible to defeat in a war of attrition. Against every soldier that Prince Edward had, Canterbury could easily muster 2 of his own, and what's even more important, both of them would be well armed, well equipped, and well fed for the whole course of the campaign. Dartford and Greenwich were not the poorest places in the kingdom by far, and yet they alone could hardly provide enough supplies for your forces for more than 2 or maybe 3 weeks. After that, there'd be simply no more food left. When there is no food, there is no army. Thus, the seemingly only chance you had to come up on top in the conflict was in acting decisively and trying to turn the rebels' large-scale preparations against themselves. Numerous forces that Canterbury had been assembling were still rather poorly controlled, ragtag, and scattered in many places around the capital, some of them many miles away, and also only a few of them have already crossed the Thames, while the majority was still to the north of London, unready for an immediate battle. All of that effectively meant that the rebel army was split in 2 by a long distance and a river, and thus those parts were unable to come to each other's aid. With that, a large portion of the forces to the south of the Thames consisted of freshly conscripted soldiers who had 0 military experience and had at best only completed basic training. The core of the rebel defense here was formed by Count Canterbury's personal warband of a couple dozen elite and highly experienced warriors. If the Loyalists were to strike fast and strike hard enough, the rebel defense could crumble, and in this case Canterbury's apparent military supremacy could play a trick on him. Having massive reserves to the north of London, he is not likely to gamble away his most precious men in a seemingly losing battle. He of course won't hesitate to drown you in the blood of his fresh recruits, but should they crumble, he will most likely order a retreat to protect his veterans, letting London fall into your hands. And while so far every part of the plan did actually make at least some sense, it, for some reason, did not specify what was your next step after taking the capital. Alright, so we are basically ready. We are ready across the board. I have nothing else that I can really do here. I have an insane amount of HP, much more HP than I have ever had before. I'm actually really surprised that we've even gotten this far, to be fair. And here we go. Next morning at dawn, you advance to the rebel position with the vanguard of Prince Edward's forces. Thanks to the good location of Greenwich, the march does not drain a lot of your energy. The quality of rebel forces becomes apparent as soon as you approach their camp. Noticing your arrival, the enemy attempts to meet you in some kind of a battle formation, but instead of a solid immovable wall, it gives off an impression of a restless anthill. Soldiers are chaotically running from place to place. Commanders can't agree on the placements of their squads and shift them left and right, and the wooden wagons that are supposed to act as barricades are, for some reason, being set up way behind the lines. It's all a mess. The only men who seem to know what they're actually doing are a bunch of well-armed, mounted warriors, standing to the side of the infantry formations with Count Canterbury's personal banner flying over their heads. Observing this undescribable turmoil that envelops the enemy forces, you immediately think that you simply cannot pass up this kind of opportunity. And instead of awaiting the arrival of the main part of Prince Edward's army, you charge the rebel forces with only the vanguard, targeting one of their flanks, furthest away from the veterans. Alright, so here we go. So these guys, they are basically dead. There is literally nothing these guys can really do. We have Slick Osman with me as well. He's obviously going to do a fantastic job. I will literally just try and hit this guy. I'll just try and hit him straight away. I'm going to hit him on the limbs, I guess. There we go. Decent-ish damage. And let's try and make sure that we don't get hit by the crossbows. Very nice. Okay, let's do some more damage. Let's go for... I really want to go for the head, but unfortunately it seems like that's probably not going to work out too well for me. Arm muscles cut. That's pretty nice. Okay, that's good. That means we're going to have a slightly easier time of hitting that guy. Or shall we say he's going to have a harder time hitting us because his weapon skill is really, really low now. And we will otherwise just recover our stamina a little bit here. I have to be a bit careful of my friend here as well. I don't want Slick Osmond to die, of course. So I will have to rotate him out if necessary. Why is he recovering so much? Why does this guy want to recover so much? That's kind of weird. Anyway, we'll just go for the neck. Nice hit. Is he dead? No. He is stunned though. And he's bleeding, which is absolutely fantastic. Yes, he actually hit this guy too. Perfect, Slick Osmond. He knows exactly what I want to do. Look at him. He's doing a great job. I absolutely love him. He's doing so good. I love that because literally every single time in a game where I've had some kind of ally, some kind of allied soldier, or an allied lord, or whatever, they always do the worst, most idiotic thing that I can ever think of. And it's so nice to actually have a guy. I mean, he probably was just doing it randomly, but maybe he wasn't. Maybe he wasn't. He's actually attacking the guy that got stunned, which is absolutely perfect. Really, really nice. Okay, anyway. Enough gushing about Slick Osmond. Hopefully he's going to do a good job going forward here. I was kind of hoping that I'd actually be able to inflict a bleed there, because I knew I was going to do 16 damage, so... Oh well, never mind. Okay, let's hit this guy with an overhead. Can we actually... Yeah, I'll hit his limbs. Oh, 71%? Really? That didn't work? Okay, I'm actually surprised about that. Alright, let's just recover. And recover again. Nice stun. Oh, that is absolutely perfect. I mean, it's not that useful, unfortunately. It isn't that useful because obviously, I mean, there is no point in me actually hitting him, but I will hit him just because. You know, he's available to be hit, right? So we might as well. But yeah, it wasn't particularly necessary. Am I taking damage right here? No, this was Slick Osmond taking some damage. Okay. Gotta be a little bit careful. Okay, he's doing a feint. That's also fine. Yeah, that's the thing. If I didn't have to worry about Slick Osmond, I'd probably just be using Respite a whole bunch right now. But as I do, I'm not going to do that. Just going to hit this guy's limbs a bit. And we're going to hit him once again. I can do 16 damage with Batter every single time if I hit on the limbs. So basically anyone that's 16 or below, I can pretty easily just kill them. So we don't even need to worry about that really. And we are just going to... Well, we're going to be a little bit careful about this. I actually have no idea how we're going to really deal with it. But one thing I do know is that I do actually want to use Respite a bit. So we're just going to let let our friend here do some of the heavy lifting for a little bit of time. And then we're just going to wait for these guys to kind of tire themselves out a bit. Oh, shield bash. Nice. He actually succeeded in doing a shield bash. Can you believe it? He's actually really good. Like, no offense right now, but I feel like he's actually a lot better than I would have anticipated. I mean, you know, it's funny because usually in these kinds of cases, you know, they're not going to be that smart, but he seems to be doing a really good job. And I'm actually really pleased. Anyway, let's just see if we can actually murder this guy. Okay, we'll go for the head. Nice. Nice hit. 46 damage. That's absolutely perfect. And this guy is basically going to die now. Or at least I hope he will, because I could just hit him on the limbs and hopefully take him down. There we go. We even got by his shield, which is really nice. Okay, so we got some more enemies coming in. We don't really need to worry about them. My helmet obviously is extremely powerful for us as well. If Slick Osmond takes any damage, I'm obviously going to be... well, if he takes significant damage, I'm obviously going to be swapping him out. I might even swap him out soon because he's really exhausted. Should I just swap him out? Retreats the current ally from battle. Yeah, I mean, I could just swap him out. I guess I'll just swap him out now. Why not? Okay, we got a crossbowman. Oh, he actually hit! He poisoned the guy! Oh, wow, who's this guy? Reginald from Stamford. Good work, sir. I had no idea. I didn't even know I had this kind of guy here. That's hilarious. Alright. Everyone's doing absolutely amazingly. I am so incredibly proud of these guys right now. I can hit this guy in the neck. He's hopefully going to die, or at the very least, he's going to be very low. Unfortunately, not dead. And maybe we could do some damage to this guy too. I was kind of hoping for an injury there, but no such luck. I'm going to take some damage now, which is not exactly great. My stamina is a bit too low for my liking. Okay, he hit him again. Whoa, he killed him! Insta-kill. Good job, sir. Wow, he's actually an amazing beast. I can't believe it. Okay. I am so incredibly surprised right now. Okay, well, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's kill this guy off. There we go. Nice and easy. Okay, they're just going to continue replacing troops right now, but it shouldn't be too bad. No, look at that. He actually hit this guy again. Wow. This is actually a remarkable individual. He's doing so much damage for us. Really, really nice. Okay, how are we doing in terms of our fatigue right here? I technically could absolutely murder this guy in a minute. I'm going to go for an overhead here, and I'm going to try and see if I can go... Yes. For the neck. There it is. Insta-kill, 60 damage. That is what I love to see. And now we just need to recover a little bit. Look at the damage to the other guy. He did more damage. How many crossbow bolts does this guy have? I think he's run out now, hasn't he? I think he's probably run out now. I think. Maybe? Or? I'm actually not entirely sure. Yeah, I have no idea actually what he's gonna do, but yeah, I'm just gonna. I guess I'll just hit in the head, in the limbs, in the head, in the limbs, in the head. Yeah, that's not as much damage. Oh, I did stun him though. I did stun him, and he's actually concussed as well. And there's the crossbow shot. 46 damage. He still has ammo. How does he still have ammo? I have no idea. Okay, that seems to be the last of the enemy reinforcements. So we should be completely fine now. And I should probably just literally murder this guy. Boom, insta-kill. That's it. 100%. We're doing 60 damage with a neck attack. That is hilarious. Do I loot the bodies? Yes, sure. I will definitely loot the bodies. Thank you very much. Okay, so we got 2 parrying daggers. I'm not entirely sure if I want to take those. I'll take a water skin just in case. The great axe could be useful. Face protection, not entirely sure about that. I'll take the water skin too. Yeah, I don't know whether I really want to take any of these because that's the thing. I don't know how long the battle is actually going to go on for. So I will take it, but just so you know, if I get better stuff, I am going to be getting rid of these things, okay? So there we go. This sudden attack catches rebels unprepared, forcing them to fight in a messy and disorganized formation. Using their numerical superiority, the enemy tries to crush you through the sheer force of their numbers, but you manage to hold your ground long enough for the main reinforcements to arrive. Unable to defeat your vanguard, and now faced with the arrival of the main loyalist force, led by Prince Edward himself, the enemy begins to rapidly lose morale. Seeing that the inexperienced part of his forces is coming dangerously close to routing, Canterbury orders his veterans to enter the battle. Alright, so obviously I'm basically fresh. I don't have any problems whatsoever with that. And I think I am actually... Well, I will probably get rid of some things. I'm going to get rid of this, just because I am a bit worried. And I don't know whether this is going to be the case, but let's just say that maybe it is. I'm a bit worried that there may be something like an item or whatever that gets added to my inventory, and if I don't have any space, it might not work, you know what I mean? I don't know, I'm just a bit paranoid about that. So anyway, let's do it. Let's do it, and let's actually see what happens. Okay, so these guys actually are not even that much better than the other guys. They're not bad. They've got some pretty decent weapon skills and so on and so forth, but they're not super amazing. And look at this, I can literally kill this guy really, really easily, actually. If I can hit him on his neck here, he's gonna he's dead. He's dead instantly. That is so funny. Okay, yeah, he's done. Are they gonna get any reinforcements? No? No reinforcements? That is so funny. I'm gonna hit his limbs. I should really try to do damage. I should really try to use smite or something on him so that I can inflict an injury or something like that, maybe. That might be an idea. I'm just gonna use respite a little bit. So now we got this guy coming in, but unfortunately, as you can see, he is very... Can I use... yes, I can actually use some of these things on him, but that's basically pointless in my opinion. I think that's actually pointless. So let me see here. Okay, so this is going to cost me 54 stamina, which is an insane amount of fatigue as well, when I could just kill him. I think it's probably a better idea to just kill him, right? Or not, because the shield is coming in. I mean, my guy is still doing massive damage, so I guess I should probably just, you know, relax with him a little bit and just let him do his thing. Because he seems to be doing amazing work. He's getting hit a little bit here. Okay, I'm going to rotate him out. Didn't really want him to die, of course. Oh, nice crossbow shot. He's dead. Oh no, he's almost dead. Wow, he's almost dead. This guy is an absolute beast. He comes in firing. Absolutely comes in firing right here. Okay, so we're just going to hit him real fast, and then he's dead. Yep, 28 damage, shield shattered, and he's done. He's out of there. Okay, here we go. Oh, Roger's alive! Well, hello there, son. It seems like the fate is crossing our paths for a second time, which is very convenient, as after our last encounter I ended up being a little in your debt. But don't worry, son, this time I'm ready to return the favor with interest. Nice to see you too, Roger. I see you missed me. Oh, you can't even imagine how. Oh, I don't even have to imagine, Roger. It's written all over your face. Roaring with anger, Roger rushes forward because we obviously caused him to lose his eye, and he has accuracy and evasion decreased. He is fresh. He is completely and utterly fresh. I have a bad feeling... Ah, yes. I need to actually swap out my guy. I need to swap out my guy straight away. Let's do that. Okay, I got my bard. This guy is so funny. I would be 100% surprised if this guy actually... Whoa, okay, wait a minute. We've got a bit of a problem on our hands here. We've got a very big problem on our hands. Roger is not happy at all. And I have a bad feeling that he is going to absolutely destroy. He's not actually doing that much damage. I'm quite surprised. Okay. Okay, well, we're gonna be a little bit careful here. PS lung, nice, that's good. Pommel strike, is that actually gonna do anything? Yeah, that stuns him. Okay, I'm gonna have to swap him out if he doesn't get killed. Yeah, I'm gonna have to swap him out now. Unfortunately, I didn't really want to have to do this because this is actually one of my new guys. This is Raging Guy. Maybe because of his shield, it would be it's gonna be okay. I don't know. But yeah, anyway, okay, so I'm actually going to use poison because Roger has 150 HP and he's absolutely insane. So yeah, we're just going to... Oh no. Oh dear. That's a bad thing, isn't it? Oh, that's very bad. All right, we're going to have to wait for his stamina to get a little bit lower. He's already destroyed my friend's shield. And this guy is also going to die. Should I just tell him to retreat? I could tell him to retreat. I could actually just kill this guy, actually. There we go. He's dead. Oh, they're going to get new people, aren't they? Yeah, he's get... yeah. They're going to get new people. So I need to actually do something about that. Okay. Let's try and hit Roger. Going to hit him in the head. 54% chance. Let's do it. Nice damage. Nice damage. He's poisoned. He's toxic. That's great. That's absolutely wonderful. Okay. That is perfect. That is literally probably one of the best things that could have happened. Okay, we're taking some damage here as well. That's okay. Gonna use a canteen here. It's gonna get me back some stamina. Gonna use strong ale as well to get my fatigue back up. And then we're just gonna hit him again. We're gonna hit him again. I don't know whether we can actually make that work. 43% chance is not very good. I will try it though. Nope, miss. Ooh. Not a big fan. Okay, well, let's just try to recover a little bit here. Okay, he's managing. Oh, Raging Guy is killed. Well, never mind. He was free. Didn't really want him to die, though, of course. I kind of want my guys to retreat. Can I actually do that? I just want them to leave, you know? I just want them to leave. So, order a retreat. This guy can stay for a little bit, maybe? Oh, he's still stunned. Oh, dear. Yeah. No. No, Reginald. Oh, I wanted to retreat you, sir. Oh, dear. Okay. Well, yeah. This guy's gonna get killed as well. I don't have any ability to tell him to retreat. Okay, I can tell him to retreat now, so that's what I'll do. And there you go. Okay, so basically, as you can see, Roger is really, really tired right now. So all I need to do is just maximize my own stamina management and my fatigue management. And then we should be absolutely fine, as long as I don't continually get hit by these annoying pommels, these annoying pommel strikes. Okay, there we go. He's fainting me, obviously. What does he actually have? He has 22 weapon skill. Yeah, he's crazy good. Okay, just going to continue recovering. That's all I really need to do. This guy's going to try and hit me again, isn't he? I'm just going to try and burn them out. That's literally all I'm doing. I'm just burning them out as much as possible. Going to use respite. There we go. He actually hit. Okay, this is perfect. Perfect time. Perfect timing. Okay, let's do it. So 61% chance. Let's do it. Let's go. Let's go. Nice damage. 47 damage. He's heavily toxic now. He is poisoned. He's bleeding. He is not going to die from this. But he is having massive increases in damage taken. So I'm actually going to use Batter here. Nice hit. 35 damage. He's dead. He's done. There's nothing else he can do. He's going to die from the poison. He's going to die from the bleeding. And he actually managed to hit me for 36 damage. But that is not going to make any difference. He's done. Yep, there he goes. There he goes. 80 gold. And no doubt we're going to get to loot him again. And we're going to get some great stuff. And this guy's completely exhausted, by the way. So even if there is another round of combat, I'm literally just going to try to use respite as much as possible just to get my fatigue down. And this guy's never going to hit me, pretty sure. If he does, then it's probably not going to do that much damage. And we're good. We are absolutely 100% good here. So yeah, I'm back down to fresh, as you can see, which is actually crazy. And he is in the perfect spot for me to kill him instantly. So there you go. Insta-kill. Done. Neck snapped. Whew. Alright. That was a bit of a close one. A bit of a close one, because he did manage to kill, I think, 2 of my people, right? Yeah, he managed to kill 2 of my people, which I am actually not very pleased about, all things considered. But, you know, as I said, you know, not much for me to do about it. Okay, so old ring. Strength plus 10. Whoa. Okay. Right. Okay, so basically I've used some things. So I'm just going to be putting... yeah, I need money, so I'm just going to do this. There we go. And do I have any other spaces? I have no other space for anything. That's kind of annoying, isn't it? Alright, well, let's see here. Okay, I'm going to take this. Take this. Sharp dagger doesn't really give me much. Can do this one. The old ring. The French halberd is okay. Not amazing. I guess I'm going to get rid of the hunting sword now. Get the ring. Yeah, I guess I will get rid of the parrying dagger, at least one of them, because I don't think I have one of those, even though they are actually pretty good. Broken shield pendant. Get rid of that, I guess. Leather boots. Anything else? Well, I can use the... I mean, I can use the medicine, actually, can't I? There you go. Why not? I might as well just use it, just in case. Oh, a Justice Sword. So this is the sword that he was wielding. A wide-bladed, two-handed executioner sword used for beheading noblemen who, due to their high social status, could not be executed with an axe. Ooh, interesting. Okay, so yeah, anyway, I'm just going to be taking that, and I'll take the French halberd. And then I think we're pretty good, actually, just to move on from here, and that's it. I'm just going to keep one space just in case. Defeat Roger for the second time. That's an achievement, apparently. Canterbury's veterans who have been through many wars fight ferociously, and at a certain point, it almost seems like they can turn the tide of battle by themselves. But there are too few of them to fully stifle the advance of the prince's forces. Once Roger falls, the fate of the battle is pretty much decided. The veterans are ready to continue the battle and fight to the death, but at this point, all their confidence and efforts cannot change a thing, as the inexperienced soldiers have already begun a disorganized retreat that is more resembling a chaotic rout. Soon the whole enemy formation is collapsing. Standing above Roger's body, hardly further than a couple of dozen paces away from the enemy, you can hear one of Roger's sergeants assuming command of what remains of his men, gathering all survivors around him, and once again raising their banner. However, instead of ordering a retreat, he rallies his comrades for an attack to recover the body of their fallen commander. Lowering their visors, the men, exhausted and bloodied but unbroken and forever loyal, once again move forward, this time fighting for something personal. Seeing the fury with which veterans, driven by a sense of duty to their fallen brother, rush into this last suicidal blow, you involuntarily think about stepping back and allowing them to take Roger's body, avoiding a senseless meat grinder. Looking around, you realize that neither Northampton nor the prince is nearby, and even the sergeant, whose advice you could count on in such a situation, was far on the left flank. The decision is yours to make. In confirmation of this responsibility, you notice numerous questioning glances from your comrades awaiting your order, and judging by their battle-weary faces, they are clearly counting on you to order them to retreat. Moreover, this is the rare case when the manifestation of nobility in relation to the enemy will help save the lives of your own soldiers. After all, the last thing you want is to get some more of your people killed in the last minutes of an already won battle, or worse, die yourself. Okay, so wait a minute. What's actually happening here? What is this kind of choice? Because from my perspective, if it is an already won battle, surely we should just let them do whatever. But the thing is that going to reduce anything from me? Because I'm going to lose more of my squad. That's the thing. I'm probably going to lose more of my squad, which I really don't want to do. So I'm going to let I guess I'm going to let the veterans recover Roger's body. By taking your men literally 50 steps back, you allow the veterans to take Roger's body from the battlefield, as well as several of their other fallen comrades, and quietly retreat from the battlefield. Neither from your side, nor from the side of the enemy, comments on what happened. By the silent reaction of everyone around you, you understand that you did the right thing. Virtue increased by 15, reputation increased by 15, and prestige increased by 1. A captivating sight, isn't it? Standing together with Northampton and Prince Edward, you watch the field of recent battle covered with bodies. Here it is, Sir Mid, the price of ambitions of a single man who decided that he's got what it takes to get the crown. My crown. If only he knew how far I'm prepared to go. If only he knew. Looks like your plan worked. You sound surprised, Sir Mid. Do I? Not at all, sire. The plan was great. You're goddamn right it was. All went as planned. One calculated strike and all this army that Canterbury's been gathering for weeks broke down and shattered like a clay plot. Clay plot? No. That is not the name of the item. It is a clay pot. A clay pot, yes. Dropped on the floor. You did very well, Sir Mid. Today you had to make several important decisions on your own, and you did not let me down. It was your swift attack that prevented the rebels from setting up a proper battle formation and caused disarray, and a disorganized army, no matter how big, is just an uncontrollable crowd that would never defeat an organized force, no matter how tiny. After the first hour, everything was already over. Canterbury's elite did manage to escape, yes, but it was precisely what we expected. Praise the Lord you didn't try to chase them. The last thing we wanted was to force them into a bloody last stand that would slaughter half of our men. Canterbury can afford to take any kind of losses. We can't. At least for now. I gave you my trust, Sir Mid, and you did not let me down. It means that it's time to see how you'll deal with a really important task. And there we go. Chapter 5, Hellish Trio. Alright. As further events of the same day showed, the scale of the victory was really difficult to overestimate. Having suffered a catastrophic defeat and having lost combat-ready forces on the south bank of the Thames, Canterbury decided to leave the capital completely, and together with all the people loyal to him, retreated in the direction of Oxford. Looking at the wide grins with which Prince Edward and Northampton, at the head of a tiny vanguard, entered abandoned by the rebels London, you felt extremely strange. It was very difficult to explain everything that happened with something other than huge luck, but the fact remained that by some miracle, their latest crazy plan worked again. After the ascetic modesty of Dartford, the capital residence of the king, in which you settled after the occupation of London, made a strong impression. Huge wall-to-wall tapestries, stone and marble statues, silverware, and tall ceilings with chandeliers holding hundreds of candles. The grandeur of the picture, which was the decoration of the royal estates, was breathtaking. Even relatively modest by the standards of a royal residence, the chambers allocated to you personally easily turned out to be the most luxurious place you have ever had to live in. To your considerable surprise, the capital itself, which found itself literally in the very center of the bloody struggle for the throne, seemed not to notice this at all. The city was filled with people, the marketplaces were crowded with crowds. The shops of merchants were bursting with goods. Waterfalls of ale and wine flowed in taverns and eateries, and loaded boats and ships scurried up and down the river non-stop. The royal residence was also filled with servants. In response to your question, is it possible to trust these people who only yesterday served Count Canterbury and his minions located here? Northampton only waved it off, saying that these scoundrels served not kings, but their portraits on gold and silver coins. And as long as these coins regularly go into their pockets, there is no point in doubting the loyalty of the servants. The defeat of the rebel troops, the flight of Canterbury from the capital to Oxford, and the luxurious conditions of the royal residence lulled vigilance even, making us think that the victory had already been won. But as you were about to find out, nothing was over yet. Impressed by your service and accomplishments, Prince Edward has decided to grant you the title of Knight Banneret. You have received a salary in accordance with your rank, 155 florins, and prestige level 189 even florins. Strength and vitality increased due to Colossus, of course, and my squad is looking very bad right now because they are, well, not so good. I guess I will level these two up. Upgrade points 2? Wow, okay. Yeah, I guess I'll level this guy up at least. He's crazy good. I mean, he did an amazing job, Slick Osmond. I really wish the crossbowman had actually lived, because he was my favorite, I think. He was really, really fantastic. He did such a good job for us. So it's kind of sad that he died, but what can I do, you know? What can I do? Anyway, that's actually going to be it for this episode. I'm going to probably be taking, I guess Master of Poisons? Master of Poisons or something like that? I actually have no idea. Can I travel anywhere else? No. So basically I only have Scavenge available. I can't travel to Lindisfarne or anything like that. So that's going to be a little bit problematic in itself. Because if I can't travel to Lindisfarne, then my virtue is going to be a problem. Because I don't want to lower my virtue, but I guess it doesn't really matter too much, does it? Does it? I don't know. Anyway, yes, as I said, that's going to be it for this episode. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.